Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome to this unboxing of Walk the Blues. So I've seen some of you already. Hi, Bev, Frank, and some of the people that I don't know but I know are on the course. So welcome everyone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about the course and just show you what's inside it. And then I'm going to keep it fairly short, and then I'm just going to open it up for Q&As. So just please put any questions in the comments. There's a bit of a delay. There's a kind of about a minute delay, so you can start putting them in there now, and at the end I'll start looking through them. And obviously if you're in the course already, if you're enrolled already, then just let me know how you're getting on. Some people might want to see that. So yeah, I'll just check the sound's okay. If you just let me know in the comments, I'll just check that in about a minute. It'll take that long to come through, and I'll just carry on. But yeah, just let me know anyone if the sound's loud and clear. Okay, so Walk the Blues is a video course. So the idea of this course is to really just take your blues playing wherever you're at and take it to the next level. So throughout the course you'll develop the skills and confidence to play blues gigs and jam nights. And I know a lot of you just love just playing blues to backing tracks at home. So it's just to develop your skills as a blues bass player. So it's appropriate for beginners and intermediate level. The way I set up the lessons, I kind of do basic riffs and bass lines at the beginning, and then I go to kind of more advanced levels that you don't have to take for the time being. It might be something that you come back to in a couple of years. You've got lifetime access to the course. You could just do what you're comfortable with. So I've kind of aimed it to cover beginners and intermediate blues players. Thanks, Chris. So the sound's okay. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Bev. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you around the course a bit. Please say hi. I've said all this already, so I'll fast forward that. So yeah, just talk a bit about the skills that you'll learn in Walk the Blues. So first of all, it's just the understanding of different blues progressions. So obviously we'll cover the 12 bar, and sort of 80% of blues tunes is the 12 bar. So we'll talk about things like the quick 4 change and different endings, the dominant ending called 5 in the last bar. Then I'll talk about a few different progressions like 8 bar blues, 16 bar blues, and just some different more song based blues where you've got the kind of classic verse, chorus, that kind of thing. So we talk about progressions because I know a lot of people, so they just get lost as soon as the 12 bar starts. So I kind of show you ways to sort of remember where you are within the progression. And then the ability to play in all the common blues keys. So I show you a little bit about the Roman numeral system. There's not too much theory in here, but I'll show you why that's useful to learn sort of chord 1, chord 4, chord 5, to learn the numbers of the chords, because then you can just transpose the progression into any key. But I'll show you all the basic keys that are used a lot, which are the sharp keys for guitars. And also I'll look at the different styles of blues. So you've got shuffle, straight fill, minor blues, you've got slow 12/8, all these different styles of blues. So I've covered as much of that as possible and tried to vary the songs within the course. And also I'll go over how to play the blues scale, because I know a lot of you, there's the minor and the major blues scales are really useful to have, how to kind of play that in different positions on the fretboard. Also creating exciting and authentic blues bass lines. So a lot of you say that you kind of just play the same repetitive, boring lines. I mean, a lot of blues you want to be repetitive, that's fine, and you want to lay down a basic line, but sometimes you might want to put something a bit different in, a bit of flair in, a feel. And so I kind of teach you how to make your lines more exciting, more convincing, and more authentic to the style of blues that you're playing in. And obviously you look at turnarounds and intros and endings, but I didn't want a course that just kind of lists all these different riffs and turnarounds and endings, you know. I just wanted something that kind of looked at all the bass lines of common sort of great blues bass players that we love, and try to kind of take out concepts from those bass lines and then use them in your own bass lines. And also I look at how to play over the whole fretboard as well. So I'm going to get some people kind of stuck in certain areas, and I know that a lot of you just want to be a bit freer with the fretboard, so some of these bass lines will be played in different parts of the fretboard. So that's all the kind of skills in the course. And the transformation, what the idea of what you'll come out the other end of the course like. So the biggest thing is this confidence to play all styles of blues and all keys. So just being confident with your playing is a really big one. Everyone has those voices in their head just telling them, the negative voices, and it's sort of overcoming those. If you kind of start to learn about the styles and learn a bit of the history of the blues and different kind of tactics for playing with different styles of blues, walking bass or riffs, then you just build up the confidence that you can kind of handle any blues tune. So for some of you, that would be the ability to step up on stage at a jam night. I know a lot of you want to do jam nights, or just playing in a blues band, or just playing at home to backing tracks. But if you want to do a jam night, then there'll be lots in here to help you to do that. And the freedom to improvise your own walking bass lines. So you don't just have to copy bass lines, you learn how to create your own bass lines. And I'll show you that by showing you kind of stop patterns and ways to link different chords, and just there aren't actually a lot that you need to learn. There's kind of common things that all these bass players use time and time again, so I kind of show those to you. And an understanding of how to play convincing and authentic blues. I touched on that a bit with the skills, and so you actually sound like you're playing the appropriate part. So you're not kind of playing a riff when you should be doing a walking line, or walking over a 12/8 blues, slow blues. It doesn't sound great. So I'll kind of teach you those. It's kind of how to play appropriately and convincingly. And also, a big aim for this is just having a deeper enjoyment of playing blues bass. We all love blues. So I created all these backing tracks just to give you a chance to play a lot. There's not a lot of theory in here. You will learn about the blues, but the whole emphasis is on enjoying yourself and just playing to some great blues tracks. So I'm just going to show you a little bit about inside the course, how to use it basically. It's hosted on Teachable, which is a big online course platform. So you get a login when you purchase the course. It takes you to Teachable, and then you can select all your lessons and PDFs and stuff. So I've just made a very short video of me kind of looking at that on the desktop, and I'll just play that for you now. This was what it looked like when you come into Walk the Blues. So you've got the course curriculum here, so you've got all the different videos or lectures as they're called. So if we just click here on the introduction, you'll see you've got the main video here. So this introduction is just me talking. So you can play the videos there. And then underneath I've put different links, and this is to a Spotify playlist with all the tunes in the course. You can leave comments underneath. You can chat to me, ask me questions, leave comments for everyone else on the course. It's great. There's already a community forming in Walk the Blues, so that's really brilliant. So on the left here, you've got the different lessons. So Module 1, Lesson 1. So again, you've got the main lesson here, and then you've got the workbooks here, standard notation and tab. You can have both or either of those, whatever you prefer to work in. Again, you can leave a comment under any video. Here I've put a link to a lesson on the major scale, so I'll put really useful links underneath the video. And also the real draw of the course is the backing tracks, so you can play all the backing tracks here. You should be able to hear this, quite faint. Obviously they're really great quality. You're just hearing that through my kind of stereo in the background here. So all the different lessons have, this has got 3 backing tracks, straight feel, so Born Bad King, so that's inspired by Born Under a Bad Sign. So again, this is the backing track. And in this module, I do a couple of different versions of Born Under a Bad Sign. So that's with a more funky drum beat. We've got a backing track here for Thrill. Yeah, so this is the Thrill Is Gone, the live version. And this is quite a long version. It's 7 minutes. There's 4 guitar solos on this. So this is the first solo. And next solo. And this is the next solo. So I've got 4 really good blues guitarists on this track. Solo 4. So that's really good to have those different solos. Kind of, you're going to play differently behind those solos. So it's kind of teaching you to listen to what's going on in the song. We've got some more rock and roll blues here. I'll go to the last lesson with the full backing track. So this is based on The House is Rockin'. And then for module 4, I go to kind of more modern song-based songs. They're all songs inspired by Robin Ford. If you don't know him, he's a kind of more modern guitarist, songwriter. It's got some sax on there. So that's got a very different feel to it, as does this song by Robin Ford as well. So that track features organ. Then we've got loads of shuffle. They call it Stormy Monday. It's inspired by that track. Oops, pressed the video by mistake, but you get the idea. That's me actually playing to the backing track. Lesson 4. This is based on Sweet Home Chicago, the Blues Brother version. So there's lots to play there with that done. And then we've got some Pride and Joy. And last of all, the slow 12/8 blues. So this is inspired by Still Got the Blues. So really, the real draw of this course is the backing tracks. It took me about a year to get those together. I intended to just do it all live, but because of COVID, we had to do them remotely. But got some real professional live blues musicians, as you can hear on those, and it's really the closest thing you'll kind of get to live playing. So that's kind of a real kind of draw to the course when you're working through it. So that shows you how the course works. You have the main lesson, you've got the PDFs, you can leave comments, and you've got the backing tracks. Okay, I hope you like that. That was just really show you the whole platform and how you use it. Each time you come back, it kind of saves your place, so you just take off where you left off before, take up where you left off. And as I said, it's hosted on Teachable. It's not actually on gregspacer.com, but you'll get all the links when you purchase. But again, any problems with that, just let me know and I can help you out with that. But it should be quite straightforward. So list of the songs, you saw most of them in the course. We start the course and there's some backing tracks that are kind of generic blues backing tracks first of all, just to kind of help you to practice the 12-bar sequence and shuffle groove. There's some in C and the last one in A, and I'll show you a really kind of cool riff to do over that. Then we'd look at Born Under a Bad Sign, 2 versions of that. More funky version for the second version by Robin Ford. Then The Thrill Is Gone. So we look at the original version of that, and then there's a live version which is absolutely fantastic. So that's done at the Crossroads Festival, Eric Clapton Festival 2010. So you kind of seen B.B. King do like a version 40 years later. And that's a really great backing track. So it's like 7 minutes long, and they're all guitarists that I've played with over the years. Great solos there, and a really nice backing track. And then the House is Rockin', Stevie Ray Vaughan. Midnight Comes Too Soon, that's Robin Ford, and On This Morning. So they're the more modern blues songs. They call it Stormy Monday. Sweet Home Chicago, the Blues Brother version. Pride and Joy, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Still Got the Blues, Gary Moore. So that's the kind of songs that we go over, and what I've done is for the backing tracks, they're kind of inspired by those songs, so we've done our own versions of these songs. So the 15 backing tracks are recorded by pro blues musicians, and the quality is a bit funny in that video, so I'll just briefly play a little bit of a few of them just so you can kind of hear the proper quality. So obviously all the backing tracks underneath the video don't have bass, so these are the versions with bass. And you get one thing, you get a bonus if you buy Walk the Blues before tomorrow night midnight. I'll go over this in a minute. But you get some bonuses, and one of the bonuses is you get hard copies yourself of all the MP3s of all the backing tracks, and you get versions with and without bass, so you can kind of hear me playing to them. Also have your own versions, because if you don't get a bonus, you can play the backing tracks in the course. They're kind of embedded there, but you can't download them. But I'll tell you about that in a minute. And the last one, I'll just play you a bit of the Gary Moore one. So you can hear they're kind of studio quality backing tracks. I think they really kind of boost the course. So yeah, I hope you enjoy those. That's it. So that's really what I wanted to show you. I just wanted to kind of keep it as short as possible. So I'll just ask any questions now. They take a minute or so to come up. I'll start looking through the comments and then just answer all your questions there. So yeah, hi everyone. It's great to see people. Travis, people who I haven't seen. Chris, Philip, Meryl, Colin. Hi Colin. It's been a while. Glad you've getting on well with the reading music course. Hi Dino. Hi Campbell. So what's your question? Will there be PDFs with notation? Yes. So I think I've just answered that. So with the course, with Walk the Blues, there's PDFs underneath. You can download them. There's two sets basically. You've got one with tab, one with standard notation. So you can take them both if you want. You're welcome to them, or you can just take whatever one you want. So that I offer for those for both courses, for all of them, the option. Hi Kevin. Hi Bev. It's good to see everyone in here. So a few questions that I had sent to me is, how long do I have access to the course? And that's lifetime access. So once you get your login, you can use that forever. Can I enroll on Walk the Blues if I'm a beginner? And yes, you definitely can. So kind of set it up at the beginning. The first module might be a review for some of you, but there's still things that you'll get out of it. Some of the people, more advanced players I know, who are already in the course, said that they really enjoyed the first module, even though they kind of knew a lot of the stuff. And then, as I said, I've structured each module so you can take some basic parts first of all, and then you can move on to the advanced lines if you want to. Do I offer tab? Yeah, I've answered that. So it's tab and standard notation. Do I have to know any theory to take the course? You don't have to know any theory. I kind of show you a bit of theory. I show you kind of scales, the ones that you need to know, pentatonics, just the major scales helpful to know, and the blues scales. So I try to keep theory to an absolute minimum, but when it's useful, I do show you some of the theory. But you don't really need to know any before. It's on a need to know basis. So yeah, I've tried to kind of keep to a minimum just and get you playing all the time. So yeah, it's great to see people from all over the world. It's really cool. It's really nice, and thanks so much to the people who have enrolled already and put some nice comments and are already working on their blues. So I'll just hang on for a bit more, but if there's any questions that you've got afterwards that I've missed, then you can always email me at greg@gregspaceshed.com, or just leave a comment underneath this video, or get in touch via the website gbshed.com or gregspaceshed.com. And also I've put the link for any of you that are interested in enrolling that aren't already on the course. There's a link below this video, or you can go just to the gbshed.com to my website and look in video courses in the tab, and you'll see details. There's a page with loads more information and a 20-minute video. Might be a bit long for some of you, but kind of telling you more about the course, so go and check that out. Well, I think you've probably asked all the questions. Doesn't look like there's any coming in. So thanks a lot for joining me. I just wanted to do a quick session. And for all those in the course, I just hope you have a great time. And obviously leave any comments and leave things to help out everyone else in the course. And I'll see if I can make a bit of a hub out of the course. And also, if anyone wants to join me on the Facebook group, if you're on Facebook, that's Greg Space Shed. Just look that up on Facebook, request entry, and I'll let you into the group. There's already people kind of in there. I've just started to kind of build that up a bit. and that would be for Walk the Blues or anything, just bass playing in general. So there's a load of friendly people in there already, so come and join me there. Okay, so yeah, thanks for joining me, and this will be recorded so you can just watch it afterwards. So yeah, see you soon then.